Hello students, welcome back to a new video session. Today's session we are starting revision on chapter 3. So we have revised chapter 2 in 2 video sessions. If you want to see, you can check it in the playlist of Oxbow English School Class 6 Geography. Today's session basically we will do revision on chapter 3, and this chapter also has been divided into 2 video sessions, where we're going to discuss what are the important points you have to read and what are the things you have to prepare for the final exam. Okay, so the first we are starting from page number 27. Okay, so first you will see an introduction part. There we will find that the percentage of landform on the earth surface, so it is 29% of landform, land cover is there on the surface. And landform, so we have traveled so many places and we have noticed that there is a different type of land feature on the surface, and these land feature named as landform. And in this chapter we read about these landforms, right? So in this chapter first we will get continents. Now what is continent? Continents are big land masses that is surrounding by water bodies. Okay, and these water bodies are the oceans. Next, what are the name of the continent? Asia, Africa, North America, South America, Antarctica, Europe and Australia, right? So all these continent and their important features, their boundaries, all these things you will get in the first continent part, and you have to prepare because these are the important for 1 marks question or filling the blanks or true false, because statement may be given from here, like one statement may be given and the question may be asked that write down whether it's true or false, or write the correct sentence. Okay, so this is how a question will ask. So that is why we have to prepare continent and each of the continent and their important features, right? So first let us take an example like Asia. So Asia occupies 1/3 of the world of the land of our planet. Okay, and if we see the image of Asia, we can see that in the landform the Asia and Europe is situated within the same landform. Okay, yes, and it is separated by natural boundaries like Caspian Sea, then Ural Mountain, Black Sea. These are the objects is separating two continents. So it is separating Asia from Europe. Okay, next, boundaries. So in the north we have Arctic Ocean, in the east we have Pacific Ocean, and in the south we have Indian Ocean. Let us see Africa. So area wise Africa is second largest continent, and it is separating the Africa is separated from Europe by Mediterranean Sea, and it is also separated by Atlantic Sea from the North American continents. Okay, yes, and world largest desert we can find there, that is the Sahara Desert. Okay, yes, then North America. So this is also area wise third largest continent. South America area wise fourth largest continent, and South America has a shape that is inverted triangular shape. Okay, then Antarctica is situated at the southern part of the earth, and it is almost circular in shape. 90% of the ice is concentrated in the Antarctica, then Europe. After that we will get Australia. So this is how we will prepare continent part. I hope this is clear. Now we are moving forward to the major landforms. So mountains are massive area of earth crust that rise a great height above their surrounding, and these mountains can be divided. Main types of mountains are 3. These are, so mountain formation is important. Let us have a revision on mountain formation. So we read that when two plates collide to each other, then mountain formed. When two plates collide to each other, the lighter plate go upward and the heavier plate subducted, and this is the process is called subduction. We have seen what is subduction, and all these subduction process occurred because of the endogenous movement, the movement because of the endogenous process that is coming from inside the earth surface, and this endogenous process is responsible for the formation of mountain, for the formation of volcanic activity. Now fold mountain, so the definition of fold mountain, that the fold mountain are formed when layer of the earth crust folded by compression, and compression is caused by the force generated by the movement inside the earth. Okay, so the definition of fold mountain is important. Now two type of fold mountain we will find in your book. One is old fold mountain and the young fold mountain. So old fold mountains, these mountains are formed 250 million years ago. Some example of old fold mountain which is really important, this is Aravalli in India, Appalachian in North America, and also the Ural mountain in the yes, it's the Ural mountain also there, Ural in Russia. And young fold mountain, these mountains has been formed, these mountains had formed 25 million years ago, and all of the mountains such as Rockies, Andes, Alps, these are the example of young fold mountain. Okay, so the difference between old fold mountain and young fold mountain you may get, so you have to prepare this question. So if you get any difference between the young fold mountain and old fold mountain, how you will write answer? First of all, you going to give definition of each mountains, and then you will provide examples. Okay, so that is how you're going to prepare two difference between the young fold mountain and old fold mountain. Now let us see what is faulting. So faulting is the rupturing or fracturing of rock strata due to the strain. When such crack and falls occurs in the earth crust, the land between the cracks sink and leaving upstanding blocks either side. These blocks are called block mountains. So I have discussed about the block mountain in a diagram through diagram in our video session. There you can see the how a block mountain formed. Okay, and some example of block mountain here is given, like Vosges and the Black Forest of Europe, then Vindhyas in India are example of block mountains. Then volcanic mountain, we have to read the definition of volcanic mountain, then we will prepare some example like Mount Kilimanjaro, then Mount Etna, Vesuvius from Italy. These example we will prepare from volcanic mountain. Then some important terms also is here, like what is vent, what is crater. These 1 marks question will ask in your question or may ask in your question. So we're going to prepare, and the diagram you may find here, that is in page number 30. I hope you all can see this clearly. These diagram you all have to prepare, and also these points. Okay, what is lava, vent, then crater. Okay, so these crust, mantle, and here also a diagram, layers of earth crust and compression of crust. So these diagram, the formation of fold mountains diagram and the formation of the volcanic mountain, both diagram need to be prepared. Then importance of mountains. So from importance we all know that mountains are sources of mineral resources. Then mountain has scenic beauty, so that is why thousands of tourists go there every year. Then lots of perennial rivers also generated from mountain, like in our India there is origination of Ganga, there is river Brahmaputra, then there is river Indus. All these rivers generated from the mountains. Okay, so that is how we will prepare at least 5 importance of mountain. Now let us move forward. Plateau. So plateau is a uplifted section of the earth crust and almost flat and usually descends steeply. Yes, usually descends steeply. And plateau has another name, that is plain in the air or table land. Okay, from here we are going to prepare the definition of plateau. Then plateau has great economic values. Some example of plateaus are given. Okay, now type of plateau. So in the type of plateau we will get 4 types: tectonic plateau, volcanic plateau, dissected plateau, and the last one is the 5 type. Last one is the intermountain plateau and the piedmont plateau. So these 4 plateau, their definition and their example we will prepare. Okay, now we will get the concept of basin and valleys. Basin, so basin is a depressed section of the earth crust and that is surrounded by highlands, and their example of basins are given like Chad Valley, then you will get Tarim Valley. So these are the example of basins. After that there is valley. So what is valley? Valley is a low lying area between hills or mountains and that is formed by the exogenous movement. So what is exogenous process of movement? When the process occurred outside of the earth crust, that when the process occurred outside of the earth crust, we called it as a exogenous process or exogenous movement. And these agents like activity of river, activity of air, activity of glacier, all these things help in the formation of valley. One example of valley is given, that is Rift Valley. When a land is formed when a land is formed between two faults sink, that is a Rift Valley. And in other word we can say that the land between two block mountain is Rift Valley. Okay, and Narmada Valley in India, Nile Valley in Egypt are example of these Rift Valleys. Okay students, so we have covered till the valleys. Now dear students, that is all for today. Rest portion from this chapter will be revised in one upcoming video session. Thank you all.